Okay, I'm going to do another playthrough of one of my older Doom 2 WODs. This is one called Anathema. It's really not that great, but I have not played it in, I don't know, December? Since December? This is back when I made rooms just entire weird colors for some reason. I don't know why. This probably should have been a secret, but it's not. 200 monsters and 6 secrets. And I've evidently still had not figured out how to unpeg the door tracks. I think that's a secret? Yep. I might have figured out about halfway through this one how to unpeg the door tracks, but I'm not sure. I mean, this is my third map. I don't think it looks that bad. I think it looks pretty good. But it does not flow very well. And there's a lot of copy-paste of just the same thing over and over and over again. As you can probably see. I don't think the traps were very good either. Yeah. Is there a secret in here? I don't think so. Get stuck on my own geometry here. I had apparently learned how to align textures, at least, so there's that. Putting lights up in the hallway? I mean, it's just not too bad. No. Oh. That's a shitty secret, though. It really is. I was honestly expecting this to be a little more sloppy. There are parts of it that are very, very not good that you will see. I'm not too sure how the ammo distribution was in this either. I definitely wasn't too good at that point either. So you got some texture misalignments here. Got a blue door here. What was the other one? Red. And unfortunately, at this point, we're still running from evil. So, I hadn't learned how to replace the music yet either. I think I might have done that on my next map. I think. Oh, I didn't see that there. I mean, visually, I definitely don't hate this. That's pretty good. I do believe I let the player get to those and there's not actually any secrets over there. I also did not know how to do scripting yet, so switches all do one thing. They all only do one thing. And you'll see in a little bit how that kind of messed with my design. This is also the point where I still thought everybody that played Doom today jumps, so this is jumpable, or I thought it was. Oh, okay, I must have eventually made it impassable. Oh, that's right, there's a switch in here. That opens that. Get these goodies. That's going to open that, and this is going to be a good indication here, an example of how I did not know how to script. Hell Knights are going to come out, and each one of them is going to lower a barrier that raises when you pick up the blue card by half. And you can actually screw this up depending on how you kill them. Rather than me at this point, of course, not knowing how to do a thing count script. So it works most of the time, but it can also soft lock you. So we have the red key, or I'm sorry, the blue key. We'll go here? Sure. This is a reused library from the Genesis one, because nobody ever played that, and I like the area, so I actually expanded on it. It has the same secret here as the original Genesis one. Genesis was my first one. Or rather, my first one in September after not mapping for 30 years. It's a long slop fest. There's playthroughs on my channel. It took 4 videos to play through. Everything in here, because that's what happens every time you go through a bookcase maze. That's obligatory, I think. Alright, so we're going to go into here. I have always liked how the changing the lighting of the sector can make the projectiles look different. If these idiots would ever throw a fireball, see how it changes the color? I'm a fan of that. I don't do it quite as blatantly anymore, though. If I want to change the sector color, I'll generally use the Doom 64 effects. I guess I'll grab that now. Oh, this part's a total slog. Yeah, I could have done a lot better with this. How much damage is it going to take to make him forget about me? Evidently more than that. I knew he was still wandering around here somewhere. Okay, we got Baron. We got to say... oh, yeah, it's a plasma rifle secret. I forgot about that. Okay, good stuff. What do I do in here now? Open that opens these, that's right. This is even more of a slog. Pardon me. Just long corridor with nothing, and I just really could have done a lot better than that. Broken up the bookcases, etc., etc. And that's fine. You learn and you get better. And real easy to get lost. Trying to remember what to do here. I think you have to go all the way to the end and then through here. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yep. All right. Key. That's going to free some Caco demons, I believe. Yep. You can basically ignore these guys. There's not even really any reason for them. Just having to pay for getting the key, I suppose. I'm gonna grab some of these shotguns. No backpack in this map either. I don't think. I'm not sure though. All right, so we got a blue key now. Oh, sorry, red key. This part isn't too bad, but this outside area is just an absolute cringe fest. I was really big on vast outside areas when I started mapping again. And they just don't look that good in Doom. Good basic idea here, but you'll see when I get out there, it's terrible. It's just terrible. And I don't know that now I would know how to make it look any better, because, like, you know, there's areas like that just aren't very good in Doom. Unless it's a slaughter map, and it's all, like, gothic castles and cathedrals and stuff, then it looks okay. I don't even remember picking up the rocket launcher. I wonder when I did that. Huh. Okay, whatever. I do not remember picking it up. Okay, let's go into the horrible outside area. So, that's the damaging floor. I believe if you fall, you get killed? Maybe. I don't know, because I was having issues where if you would come over here and, like, jump over here, you would get killed. Because you would technically hit the sector. So, we go all the way over here. And I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world with those big monolithic toxic signs. And I am still a big fan of giant signs, like making them huge, but there is a BFG all the way on the column out there. I will show you how to get that in a second. Not that anybody cares. That's a yellow key. I'm not going to run all the way over there. That's a yellow key teleporter. I'm going to grab these and just ignore the enemies because they're annoying. And they're so hard to kill. Here's a rocket launcher again, which is weird because I don't remember picking it up earlier in the level. I don't think I did. No, I didn't do an ID KFA because I don't have all the keys. That's weird. I don't even remember where I put it in my own map. Okay, so at this point, there is no indication to the player whatsoever that that switch means... Okay, I might have to kill these guys. I don't want them following me through the whole rest of the level. Oh, he's way out there, isn't he? I'm not going to bother with him now. Okay. They'll probably show up outside of the door when I open it up. And okay, so, yeah, there was no indication to the player, this is one of the criticisms, that flipping that switch meant to backtrack through the level. Nothing. Nothing at all. So, what I should have done was make a window somewhere that showed that the yellow key was in here. I like this architecture. I think it looks good, besides these stupid pillars that I didn't align. And even that actually doesn't... I mean, it looks okay there, where it's accidentally good. Right. But I assure you that was completely by accident. So I should have showed that the yellow key was in here, because nobody knows that you're supposed to come back here and get the yellow key. And it's just poor design. Ow. I do like the little circuits on the floor. Those are going to open these up when you pick this up. Yep, I do like that. I don't want to be too hard on my stuff because, you know, I think some of these ideas are pretty good. Some of these themes I still stick with after all this time. Alright, so now we have a yellow key and... Oh, I'll show you to get the BFG. All the way back to the beginning of the map. And I actually don't remember where it teleports you after you pick it up. If it teleports you all the way back to the beginning, that's another poor design choice. Okay, that's not horrible, but it should have put you back outside the outside door over here. That's not too bad though. I'm okay with that. Okay, so we go here. Oh, this is quite horrible. Yeah, so... I don't know if I want to save or not. I'm not sure I care. I'll just resurrect if I die. Yeah, I thought this was the shit at the time, but it's kind of unfair And it uses a lot of stealth monsters. It uses monsters like appearing and disappearing. And of course there's a lot of single line spawn-in crap. You'll see. See, there was like an imp or something that just vanished. I gave myself several jump scares when I was making the map because I kept forgetting where everything was while I was testing. So we got stupid stealth monsters, which I thought were just the greatest thing ever. But they are in fact annoying. So we'll pick that up. I'm going to use the auto map as well. Oh, that's right. I also turned the auto map off for this. I made all the lines not show up on the auto map, which was a pretty dick move, to be honest. Had I known at the time how to change the music, I could have changed the music and it might have helped make this a little more like a horror area, which is what I intended it for. These are line horizons. It's intentional. It's okay, but it would have been better if I would have put an edge on the wall here. So, it looks more like a glitch than anything else. That was a dick move there. That was a front side only line def that you don't hit on the way there. Something's probably going to spawn in here too. Yep. Oh, terrible. Yeah, I think I got them all. Oh, man. I believe he's stealth too. Ugh, so stupid. There's a soul sphere in here somewhere. I'd like to grab it if I could. Yeah, walking over that line def makes the light amplification goggles disappear, which is the only time you would ever really want them in a mess like this. There's a spider mastermind that just disappeared. That was a little creepy. I mean, I was okay with that. So that, I believe, opens the way out. Did I find everything? Do I? Oh, that's right, the map doesn't work. You know what? I'm not entirely sure I care if I found everything. Let's just get to the exit, which is down here by the candles. So there's no boss monsters in here, like, you know. At one point, there is a cyber demon that shows up that you come up from behind. And then he vanishes. Which, I didn't hate that idea, but since there's no auto map, I have no idea where he is. Yeah, I have no idea where I did that. I'd like to see it, but that's fine. More stealth asshole enemies. Alright, let's be done with this. Because frankly, I can only take so much of this music in its original form. I've got some more line horizons. So this is ripped directly out of Genesis as well. Again, because I figured nobody ever played it, I might as well just steal the stuff from it. So I was too lazy to make something new. I'm happy to say I have not stolen stuff from another map since then, though. Since this. It was the first and only time I ever did it. So you have to shoot this, which nobody would have ever figured out. And that's actually a little bit of a challenge, I would say. That opens this room up, which has a mancubus and some hit scanners, I think. No real boss encounter in this map. No, it's kind of just like... I mean, the Archvile, I guess, sure. Oh, you gotta shoot that one too. Which, again, nobody would have ever figured out. I don't hate a lot of the architecture in this map. I think it's simple, but I think it's pretty effective. Yeah, it's very simple, though. And this is the exit. Yeah, you can see how big the area was with the dark hallways. It was just really, really annoying. I thought it was amazing at the time. That's usually how it goes with your original maps, is you think you're bestowing upon the world your masterpiece. But yeah. This is some Line Horizon stuff here, which I don't hate, but again, I didn't understand how to fix this here. So if you just turn around, the illusion kind of goes away. But yeah, that's Anathema. That was my second map, I want to say. Yeah, big improvement from Genesis in time and architecture and flow, but just worlds away from where I'm at now. So yeah, every once in a while I like to play through one of these older maps and kind of see what my headspace might have been at the time and see if I want to redo it. And the answer in this case is absolutely not. Thanks for watching.